I become another year older as I sit here. Yet in my heart, I am missing my husband more than anything in this world. I feel as if I'm walking toward the gate. My husband reaches out for my hand. Happy birthday, honey. I love you. Tears spring to my eyes, and I kiss him lightly on the cheek. I miss you so much. He looks at me and holds my hand in his, then unlocks the gate, and then we walk the stony path together. I wish I could take you home with me. I miss you more than anything, I say. Slowly, with both hands, he reaches out, holding my face and looking at it, slowly wiping the tear stains with his fingers. Leaning forward, he kisses me. It's okay, soon, dear, soon, he reassures me, holding my hand as we walk. Looking around, I see so many flowers. Pretty soon, a little boy about 9 runs up to me. He looks at me through a big grin on his face, hands me a daisy. Hi, he says in a very energetic manner. Thank you, I say softly. My husband doesn't talk too much. He just stands there watching as we walk, holding my hand in his. I think how pretty the grass is. It's as bright green. There are no clouds, and the sun is so bright today. My sister is getting radiation, I say. He looks and gets a worried look suddenly. Really? Did you warn her? Slowly, I told him. I tried to warn her. She would not listen. He looked at me and said, pray for her healing. Okay, I said. He suddenly looked at me and said, are you ready? I said, yes. He continued walking and skipping in between, pulling me close as we passed the pond, through the lilac bushes, on up to the marble steps. We entered very quietly today and looked at the Hall of Memories for a while. Then we went to another room. In the corner of the room was a sycamore tree. There was flower after flower. A bench set under the sycamore tree. The sign said, in honor of the little girl that used to sit under this tree. That was myself. I was that little girl. We sat there and watched the butterflies swirl around us. Just like on my old street, cars would buzz by. People in the cars would wave. I would wave back. The houses across the street looked like Robinsons and Potts's. I could look a little further down and see the park I went to as a little girl. I would roll down the hill and loved it. Then I would play on the merry-go-round and the monkey bars. It was the funnest park ever. On the bench, I looked over at my husband with a smile. There was a precious baby boy born on Thursday, cute as anything, right close to my birthday. My husband's eyes brightened as I told him this. He said, great, I'm so glad to hear. He hung on to my hand, led me out of the room into another room. Christ was sitting at the head of the table, drinking out of a big cup, motioned for me to come over and sit down. I told him about the new baby, and he was excited. He was happy to hear the news. His eyes were sparkling today as we looked over at him. He handed me a cup of hot chocolate with lots of marshmallows. Are you getting ready for the big day, sis? He asked me. I nodded and said yes, and thank you. We drank the hot chocolate for a while. A friend came to my side, handed me a gift. It's for later, he said. I said okay and opened it. It was a beautiful peacock made out of glass and had a music box in it. It played. You light up my life. It sounded gorgeous. My husband looked at me and said, "You better go now." I told him okay, and we got up. Once I finished a cup of hot chocolate, we walked out of the room, through the hall, down the steps. I told my husband I missed them all. He said, "I know, sweetheart. Soon." He said, "Soon you will be with me." I said, "Okay." Walking back past the pond, I wanted so badly just to stop and see it, but I knew it was time to go. Soon we would reach the gate. He opened it, and I stepped quietly out and came back to my chair, thus concluding my trip to heaven. Spending time with my husband was the best gift I received.